Hello, my name is Rachel and I love clothes. And today I thought it would be fun to do a Shop My Closet video. I haven't done a Shop My Closet video in a long while, and be a chance for me to show you some things that have been in my closet for a while that aren't new purchases. And today's theme is Dracula clothing. And all of these pieces are probably 3 to 4 years old, maybe even 5 years old. But most of these pieces, I've noticed they do still have on their site. And if they do still have them on their site, somewhere up on the screen, I'll put the current price for the item. These are definitely not one of my on a budget sort of item videos. All of these items were definitely more than my $25 piece. I like to keep my Goth on a budget items below. But most of these were actually gifts. I think I only purchased 2 of these items. Most of these were from my mother, but she always likes to spoil me. So let me just show you what I have from Dracula's clothing, and of course at the end of the video we'll do try-ons with it all. But let me just go over all the stuff with you real quick. I'm going to start with this. This is, I believe they call it the Rockabilly Dress, and this is the velvet one. They have it in a bunch of different prints and patterns. And all of these, I also believe, are in a size large. 3 or 4 years ago, I was also a little thinner than I am now. But most of these pieces do still fit. Maybe a little tighter than they once did, but they all do still fit. But yeah, oh, I have it backwards. But this is the first piece. And then these are 2 separate pieces. This is a little coat, and then this is the Ankh dress. I absolutely love this little coat. It's got lacing up in the back. The thing I will say about this dress, I'm not sure I can get this dress on. And I think I might have even sized up on this dress. No, it's still just the large. But the problem with this dress is the zipper stops right here at this waist seam. This fabric has 0 stretch. There is no stretch at all to this fabric. So once you get this unzipped to there, this is all the room you have. It's not going to move. So that is nowhere near big enough to pull up over my hips. If the zipper had just come down, they brought the zipper down just to below that waist seam, it wouldn't be a problem, because then it would go into the fullness of the skirt and that would easily come up over my hips. But because it stops right there, I can't get it over my hips, and it's hard going over my chest again because of there just being no stretch there. But we'll find out if I can still squeeze into it. It used to have lacing here. You can see that the loops are there for the lacing, but because I have such a difficult time getting into it in the first place, I just removed that lacing. I did get this in the extra large. This is a red skirt, and it has gathers. And I bought this to go to a friend's wedding that was themed black and red. And it was in this gorgeous old Victorian theater. So this was the skirt that I got, and this was the jacket I got to go with it. Now I will say this jacket is probably my least favorite in terms of quality of all the pieces that I've gotten from Dracula clothing. The velvet is just really thin. I don't know if you can even tell here, but like when I hold it up like this, I can see straight through that velvet. It's just very thin. All of these little beads are like very loosely sewn on with elastic, and I've lost a few of them. The little loops here in the back, several of them had ripped out, and I poorly fixed that. Did a very bad job of fixing it, but I just did it enough just to be able to wear it. But yeah, out of all the pieces, this is probably my least favorite quality-wise, but it's still a beautiful piece on. Next is another velvet piece. Oh, those last 2 pieces, like I said, were the only 2 pieces I personally purchased. The other pieces I showed you were all from my mother. This was also from my mother. But this is a really pretty velvet dress. It's super like the way it is in the front. I normally wear it with either leggings or some sort of bloomers or underskirt. And it laces up in the back. And it is very long. Be able to see that better once I try it on. This is similar to that little blue coat, except it's a long version of it. The top part is the same. But again, it laces up in the back and it just goes all the way down. And then the final piece is this gorgeous black and red coat, and this was actually a gift from my ex's mother one Christmas. But this is an absolutely beautiful coat. The short version, they still sell the long version of this coat, but I didn't see the short version still on the site. Like I said, if I do find it, I'll put the current price on the screen. If I don't put a current price on the screen, it's because I didn't find it on the site. So those are the pieces, and next we'll just go try them on for you. I'd start easy with this coat. It is just a touch small on me. It pulls a little bit through the shoulders when I move like that. I can't button the very top button. It won't pull across my chest, but the other two buttons do button. But like I said, this was purchased when I was just a little bit smaller than I am now. But this is a gorgeous coat, and it's extremely well made. I absolutely love this coat. And the long ones look absolutely gorgeous too. So, and I think they even sell it in a new print now, which has big skulls on it. And they do have a bunch of different colors. They have like purple and maybe green. But yeah, absolutely love this coat. So here is that two-piece set that I purchased for that red and black themed wedding. I don't remember what I originally wore underneath it. I think it might have been an ivory blouse with lace cuffs that came out the end, or maybe it was a red blouse. I don't remember. I cannot remember what I wore. I imagine there's pictures out there somewhere, but I don't remember. But I just threw this little lace, black lace top on underneath just for the sake of decency. But yeah, and I also can't remember the skirt. Like, it has these gathers here, and I can't remember if the gathers are supposed to go in the front or in the back. So I just put them in the front. I think maybe it makes more sense in the front because you'd want to bring that, bring the up a little to do the little, show a little leg thing. I don't know. But I'm actually surprised I was able to squeeze myself into the skirt, even though it's an extra large. There's absolutely no stretch to it at all. It does come up really high. You can see here it comes all the way up to just under the bra. But yeah, and like I said, this jacket is absolutely gorgeous. It's just the least well made of all of the Dracula clothing pieces I own. So let's move on. And here is the velvet collar dress. As you can see, the slit brings it really high up in the front. So like I said, I would wear this with either an underskirt or a pair of leggings or bloomers. Just a really pretty top. And it does go all the way down to my ankles in the back. I am 5'3" for reference. But yeah, this is another gorgeous piece. So here is the velvet rockabilly dress. This is an absolutely wonderful, versatile dress. It is a really nice, thick stretch velvet. There is a zipper on the side, but I didn't need to unzip it to get it on and off because it does have stretch to it. This dress looks absolutely gorgeous with a corset. I also wanted to mention the velvet dress I just tried on a few minutes ago, the longer one. That also is a stretch velvet and also has a zipper on the side. But the velvet on the last one, I think, is just a touch thinner than this one. This one is a really nice thick fabric. And let's move on. So here is the Ankh dress, and this was so difficult for me to struggle into. Because like I said, the fabric has absolutely no stretch at all, and where that zipper stops, it only allows me basically the exact circumference of my waist to get it down over my shoulders and chest, which my shoulders and chest are both thicker than my waist, because you can see how, that's where that seam is, and it fits my waist perfectly with almost no room to spare. So getting that down over my chest and shoulders, extremely difficult. I honestly am not even sure I'm going to be able to get out of this. It might have been a bad idea to put it on. But I mean, I love the idea of this dress. I think once it's on, it's super pretty. I had to remove my bra to get it on too, because there's no way it was fitting over a bra. As you can see, it's like completely flattening out my chest because it's just that tight. But I still think it's a super cute dress. It has a shorter in the front hemline, longer in the front, back. Longer in the front, back. Longer in the back, shorter in the front, you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the idea of this dress is gorgeous, but I'm not even sure going up a size would help me just because of the way it's constructed. But, because I feel like if I went up, how many sizes I'd probably need to go up to get it on easily, it wouldn't fit me right in the waist, although I suppose I could tighten it with that, you know, where they have that area for lacing. I suppose I could adjust it a little with that, but I just don't think it would be worth it. But yeah, so here's this dress, and let me add a coat to it. So here is the little matching blue coat, which is just absolutely adorable. It's got the buckles here at the neck and at the chest. It has a higher collar. Move a little closer here so you can see the details of that. And again, these pieces are constructed really well, but this brocade fabric, like I said, has zero stretch to it. So if things don't fit exactly right, they're not going to. You have no wiggle room at all. But let me move on to the other coat. And here is the longer version of that coat, which, you know, the top part of it is pretty much exactly the same, although the buckles do come down, I think, a little bit lower, where the other one, I think, buckled more across the chest. But it's got the same neck buckle, the same high collar, the same puff sleeves, the same absolutely no stretch to it fabric. But another really well made, really beautiful piece. So that is my Dracula clothing collection. All the pieces that I do own from Dracula clothing. Let me know down in the description box below what you thought of all these pieces. And like I said, whichever of these pieces I can currently find on their website, I will put prices up on the screen for. And so if you don't see a price, it's because I didn't see it currently on the website, because I did purchase all of these, or all these, except for those two, were purchased for me 3 to 4 years ago, maybe longer. So that's, let me go try and get out of this blue dress. Hopefully I don't have to cut myself out of it, because getting that on was a real struggle. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, you can always give it a thumbs down, and please leave me some constructive criticism in the comments below so that I can improve. And please subscribe to the channel. And I hope everyone is just staying happy, healthy, and safe in this incredibly crazy world we are living in. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye!